If you've been on YouTube for a long time like me, you'd come to realize that there is a constant shift of video genres. Like back in 2016 through 2018 when DIY content was booming on the platform. But now that genre has slowed down. I say this because in 2021, commentary videos, more so rise and fall videos, became extremely popular on the platform. These were videos that were usually focused around an older YouTuber that was on the platform for quite a while. Then something would happen which would see them lose a big chunk of their audience, and in turn, they would start to see less and less amount of views with every single upload. Or it could be a creator that blew up and started to have drama and controversy surrounding their name, and that would lead to them losing a lot of their subscribers as well. Now, I've done some of these videos in the past, but I transitioned out of them into some much deeper commentary videos like video essays. What I've come to realize is that it's very rare that a YouTuber will quit YouTube out of the blue. Usually something happens where they get canceled or life events happen, but they usually stay on the platform for years if they enjoy YouTube and enjoy the content that they are making. Today we are talking about a YouTuber that left his platform when the going got tough and the views started to slow down. InternetAjay was a content creator who started blowing up around the same time that my channel started to generate a small following. And at one point, people in the comment sections were saying that me and him should collaborate on a video together. But that never happened, and instead, InternetAjay abandoned his channel and his fan base out of the blue, and left behind everything he built up and tried to take down another commentary YouTuber at the end of his very last send-off video for his channel. Today, we speak about the circumstances that led up to Ajay leaving the internet altogether. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like at the end of the video, and please subscribe to the channel. InternetAjay created his channel on May 18th of 2020 and uploaded his very first video onto his YouTube channel just a couple days later on May 20th. This first video covered the rise and fall of Lonely Girl 15. This first video piqued the interest of viewers that were browsing the home screen of YouTube, and as of today, that video received over 550,000 views. Now again, this was at a time where users were searching for rise and fall videos on the platform. Shit, even before I uploaded my first rise and fall video onto my channel, I was intrigued with this type of content as well. It was nostalgic, and InternetAjay covered creators that I and many others never heard of before. After the video on Lonely Girl 15, Ajay uploaded videos on Beijing Canadian and Morgan Freeman. Then he'd upload a video on Ice Poseidon. Now, if you don't know who Ice Poseidon is, well, then you're in luck, because today I'll give you a small summary of who he is. Ice Poseidon was one of the biggest IRL streamers back in the day until he started to take things a bit too far. This led to him being arrested multiple times, being raided, and then was eventually exposed by CoffeeZilla for scamming his investors out of $5 million. Now, more recently, he saw himself in even more controversy when he hired an escort to a man's hotel room so they can live stream the interaction over on Kick. And when the escort tried to leave the hotel room, the man tried to stop her from leaving. This would lead to Ice Poseidon trying to defend himself over on Twitter, where he'd state that the escort was cool with them live streaming it. And there you have it, a short summary of Ice Poseidon and what he's been doing over the past couple of years. I'll leave it up to you in the comments below on if you want me to go deeper into the Ice Poseidon lore. Now, after this video on Ice Poseidon, InternetAjay started to cover other streamers who were associated with Ice during his time live streaming. This led to some of Ajay's biggest videos, like the incredible rise of Asian Andy, the IRL streamer who played any donation in public, the rise and fall and rise again of Mexican Andy, from creepy insult to Chad, and finally, the rise and fall of Burger Planet from IRL streamer to ruined. Like many casual YouTube users like myself back in the day, I had no clue who these content creators were, especially because they were on different platforms. So I and many others were intrigued with the videos and to learn about these creators. InternetAjay grew quickly, and within a matter of a few months, InternetAjay surpassed 100,000 subscribers on his channel, with his biggest video at the time being one talking about FPS Russia that accumulated over 1.5 million views as of today. InternetAjay had a stretch of videos that received close to 1 million views in the spring of 2021, starting with a video titled The Rise and Fall of I'm J-Station from 3 AM YouTuber to Arrested, featuring diesel patches, and ending that stretch of videos with a video about the recent drama surrounding EDP 445. During this period of extreme growth, InternetAjay uploaded a video to his channel speaking about the rise and fall of Keemstar. During this video, he spoke about the past controversies that Keemstar found himself in and how Keemstar had a worse reputation during 2021 than what he had back in Keem's earlier years on the platform. At first, Keemstar didn't reply to this video. This was true up until InternetAjay found himself in a bit of a situation. During 2021, cryptocurrency was popping off and it seemed like everyone was trying to get in on it. This was the same for InternetAjay, but in May of 2021, Ajay tweeted out a statement saying that he lost all of his life savings. He'd posted an in-depth tweet longer explaining the scam, so let me read it to you right now. Well, never thought I would be making one of these, but here I am. At first, I wasn't going to talk about this at all, but I decided it was important to raise awareness. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I found out a scammer took 20,000 to 25,000 USD from my life savings. I was devastated, confused, and cried for a solid 2 days. Luckily, my friends helped put things into perspective. Basically, I had 20 to 25k USD of cryptocurrency on my phone in a wallet called Atomic Wallet. I, new to crypto, was recommended another wallet called the Moon Wallet by a friend. I went to download it from my Android. Link below, do not click it. Oddly, it took 3 days to download, which was weird because the Atomic took 2 minutes. At first, everything was okay because my money was currently unavailable for withdrawal. It was being unstaked. Staked means you put it into a staking pool to collect interest. It can't be withdrawn while staked. If you unstake, it takes 2 weeks before you can withdraw. I had unstaked it 2 weeks ago and it was going to be available for withdrawal the same day after I found out Elon Musk was going to be hosting SNL. Perfect. I thought I was going to buy Dogecoin. It was at 31 to 34 cents at the time and I knew it would go up. I stayed up all night waiting for the moment my funds would be unstaked so I could buy Dogecoin. Then it became available. I clicked withdraw funds and put in my address to withdraw it. But before I could hit send, it was suddenly gone. Someone had withdrawn my funds a split second faster than I could have. I contacted Atomic support and posted on Reddit about the issue. I later found out that someone had gotten access to my account and transferred money to their wallet. I tracked it and saw it went to like 4 to 6 different wallets, then was withdrawn. This, I knew, was a sign of a scam. It didn't accidentally get delivered to someone. I didn't accidentally put in the wrong address to withdraw it. I saw a Subordinary Gamers video who talked about how this is how scammers operate, as crypto trackable but not stoppable. I couldn't cancel the transaction. I couldn't do anything. My 20 to 25k was gone. I cried. I was angry. I didn't understand. It took me days to realize what likely happened. I, like a dumbass, was afraid of losing the 12 words of my Atomic Wallet. The 12 words are a specific set of words that Atomic Wallet gives you so you can recover your wallet if you lose your phone with the wallet on it or something. Well, since I was afraid of losing the 20 to 25k in case my shitty Samsung Galaxy S9 broke, I screenshotted the 12 words on my phone. I then realized the Moon Wallet I thought was real was a scam. I believe they downloaded my images on my phone and found the 12 words and recovered it. That's why it took 3 days to download. I think they used a bot to withdraw a split second faster than I could. Alternatively, they could have hacked my phone with malware and forced withdrawing it. I don't know what happened for sure. I just know my money is gone. There is no internet police. I could be dying of fucking leukemia and needed the money for chemo. The scammers do not know and do not care. I was devastated. I was mad at myself for being such a moron. The 20 to 25k was my life savings. I saved for 2 to 3 years for it. I worked hard investing into options trading to make some of it. I even cut costs and lived very frugally to save it up, when I could have been enjoying life more. All of that time was gone in an instant. I emailed Atomic Wallet support, who took 5 days to get back to me and said there was nothing that they could do. I emailed a cryptocurrency recovery company who flat out told me that 20 to 25k USD is not enough money to make it worth their time. Like, WTF. This is where things get better. I did not recover the money. I don't know who took it and never will. I told my friend who invested in crypto for years about the situation. He told me, "Hey Ajay, I once had a portfolio of 500k in 2017 after investing in Bitcoin/crypto. Then in 2018, it became 30k, but I waited until 2021 and now it's 750k. I then realized that, wow, in the grand scheme of things, 20k is nothing. I still have my arms and legs, I don't have leukemia, and don't need expensive chemotherapy. Yes, I had a major setback, but it just means I need to be smarter. I need to work hard to save up that money again. I need to keep my investments more secure. I feel sick to my stomach. Some piece of shit did this to me and doesn't even care. It sucks, but nothing I can do about it. No point fretting. So I am going to make positive changes. For one, I'm getting rid of my Android and never using one again. I think a lot of these scam softwares servers aren't iOS compatible. 2, I am keeping all my crypto on KuCoin or Coinbase. I will never withdraw to a wallet again. 3, I am taking this experience as an opportunity to be thankful. I am thankful for ability. I know I have the ability to keep grinding hard and try to save up the 20 to 25k again. I work full time. I am also monetized on YouTube. It might take several months, but I think I can do it. I will still invest in crypto and will be much more cautious. So what's my point with all this? It's not to write a feel sorry for me story. Trust me, I don't want pity. It's not what I want right now. Support would be nice, but not pity. My point is to make you aware of the dark side of cryptocurrency. It's full of scams. Like, what's crazy is I went to Telegram after I got robbed looking for help since Atomic Wallet had a 92-hour wait for support. I found a group called Atomic Wallet Official Support with 30k members. I messaged one of the 2 support admins and told her that 20 to 25k was gone from my wallet and I wanted it back. She then sent me a link and had me type in my 12 words to reset my wallet. She also asked me to send 4k to help stimulate my wallet. I gave my 12 words but didn't send any more money to it only because I didn't have 4k, lol. I lost it all. I then found out the next day when I went on Reddit that this too was a scam. Like WTF, scams are everywhere. Be wary of your cryptocurrency. Never give up your 12 words to anyone. Check the reviews of all wallets and software before downloading any apps. Period. Oh, and don't screenshot your 12 words for your wallet on your phone. Write it down on a piece of paper. Now, when this information first came out, Keemstar would quote tweet Ajay saying the rise and fall of your bank account. Now, I don't have the screenshots because Ajay deleted all of his tweets on his Twitter account a couple weeks after announcing his retirement from YouTube. So I'll have Tom Dark explain the screenshots during his first video on InternetAjay.
Rise and fall of your bank account. Now, this is a very mean joke, right? But it's ultimately innocuous. It's not a big deal. Ajay makes rise and fall videos about people all the time. He should be able to take a little joke. But he did not take this well at all. Instead, he played the victim on Twitter, saying, Keemstar's replied to me after I got scammed out of 25,000 USD. I don't feel ashamed or bad. I learned from the dangers of cryptocurrency. If you want to shit on a creator 1/50th of your size for legit getting robbed, go ahead, dude, lol. Firstly, the size of your channel should have nothing to do with Keemstar making fun of you. You post stuff online about other creators and make videos about their rise and fall. People can make fun of you back. People can criticize you back. You don't get to escape this because, oh, the big bad Keemstar. Stop being a pussy. Secondly, if you're not ashamed of losing $25,000, then there is something very, very wrong with you. Losses from investing his life savings into degenerate, worthless coins over the next few weeks. Some are talking about my L with Doge as if I made the worst decision ever. At least I talk about my losses publicly on Twitter. 2, I got greedy and didn't sell at 71 cents. 3, I lost about 2k of the 16k I put in. That's not that big in investment terms. Life moves on. Imagine investing $16,000 in fucking Dogecoin, like, and actually thinking you're gonna get a return off of this, and when you lose, you're like, oh, geez, this is crazy. I guess this is the dangers of cryptocurrency.
Now, after this, Augie RFC and Nicholas Diorio invited Keem to speak about the situation on Discord, and he'd say this about the drama.
Lose my goddamn mind.
Oh,
okay.
no.
There's this for the viewers, right? There's this commentator. His name's AJ, right? And dude, apparently, what's the story? He fucking downloaded literally some scam app, right? Moon Wallet? Who the fuck has ever heard of Moon Wallet in cryptocurrency? Like, he downloads some bullshit called Moon Wallet and then like goes and buys Dogecoin with it. The whole wallet was a scam and just stole his money. He lost $25,000 and he puts out this tweet saying that he was crying and all upset about it, right? It was his life savings. Keep in mind, this is a YouTuber that does research, allegedly. He does research on other YouTubers and has a series called The Rise and Fucking Fall of So-and-so YouTuber, right? So he made a rise and fall of Keemstar, which makes no sense because I've never fallen, and we'll get to that in a moment. But I see that he loses this money, so I tweet at him, and I go, rise and fall of your bank account, you fucking clown. And he got all mad and fucking quote tweeted me and started crying like he was some fucking victim. Long story short, I'm starting to get some clapback from some of his fans that are tweeting at me saying that his video wasn't that negative towards me. And I'm like, yeah, right. I didn't watch the video, but I skimmed through it. It's like anything I've ever done. Me calling Alex, whatever, getting the story wrong about the old man. I mean, everybody knows the fucking Keemstar did this and Keemstar did that and Keemstar. Everybody, this is what this video is about. My biggest problem with it is I did not fucking fall. It should be the rise and rise of Keemstar. Or maybe the rise and fall of Keemstar and rise again.
Yeah, but his video wasn't a hit piece. His video wasn't like a hit piece on you.
I don't care. I didn't watch it, but I don't like the title. All right?
Okay.
So anyhow, he like half apologizes to me on Twitter and says, we got off on the wrong foot. I'd like to talk to you, right? So, as you know, you set up a chat with me on Discord, in this very Discord chat, actually. And fucking, I go in there, and AJ's there, and I'm like, hello, and he doesn't say anything. And I go, hello, he goes, can you hear me? I go, yeah, I can hear you. He wanted me to lead this conversation. Bro, I'm here based on your request. What do you got to say? So he goes, yeah, I think we got off on the wrong foot. He goes, you know, the video I didn't make was negative. And I go, oh, let me stop you off right there. I go, you titled your video, The Rise and Fall of Keemstar. I have not fallen. Like, I have not fallen at all.
Yeah, but to be fair, Keem, his title scheme on every video he uploads.
Okay, but he didn't tell me that was his title scheme on every upload. He decided to defend that point and said, well, in my opinion, you have fallen since back then. And I go, what, back when I had 1,200 subscribers? And he goes, well, I think more people hate you now. I go, you think more people hate me now in 2021 than in 2016? He goes, yes. I go, are you fucking insane? To try to say that I'm more hated now than I was back then, that's laughable.
After this, things went back to normal. Ajay went back to making cringy tweets on Twitter and also started his own dating show on Twitch. Sadly, I don't have any clips of it, but I know for a fact that it happened mostly because it was on a Tom Dark video. But after the summer was over and the fall time was in full swing, Tom Dark uploaded a video speaking about InternetAjay titled InternetAjay is Desperate and Cringy. This video went over his cringy side on Twitter and how he was desperate to get a girlfriend from doing YouTube. He'd also touch on the fact that InternetAjay was not able to handle criticism and how Ajay's ego was very fragile, and even a joke could spiral him out of control.
Ajay gets sensitive a lot on Twitter. Ajay responded to a content creator called Sneeko making fun of his outfit. I then responded with something kind of ridiculous saying that no one loves him and he didn't go to VidCon. So I poked a little bit of fun at him for it, right? He then responded by saying, didn't you get canceled for saying the N-word? How's that going for you? Really, you had to go there, Ajay. I triggered you that bad. Like, do you think this is like a massive own to me? Do you think I'm gonna cry over this? Pushing aside the fact that this was out of left field, it's going pretty good to be honest. I can't complain right now. But to me, it is kind of weird that Ajay was so easily just set off and triggered by this one reply, where I thought it was kind of obvious that I was joking. But maybe you're not convinced by this instance, okay? I assure you, this is not a personal grievance. This is a common thing. Let's look at this next tweet from Ajay. I'm fucking disgusted by creators who tell smaller and aspiring creators filthy lies and discourage them. Don't be stopped by some cuck trying to stop you from taking their job. You can do it. Don't give up. Make that video. Tell me, Ajay, who did this to you? Who hurt you? Because I will place a bet for $50 right now. That's some hard-earned YouTube cash, okay? I might not make $50 on this video considering the amount of cringe content in here. It may get limited ads. I'm betting $50 that this did not happen. You created a fake scenario to virtue signal to your audience. This is nothing. Write a perfectly generic motivational tweet. Invent a situation that does not exist and include a villain to reinforce the concept. Click tweet and bask in glory. Too true, Tabor. I must agree with you. Tell me, how did Ajay respond to this tweet, okay? How did he decide to go about this? OMG, dude. This isn't generic, nor did I invent a situation. You are clearly bitter that I unfollowed you and literally quote tweet and comment negative shit on anything I write. Get a fucking life. This is why no one likes you. He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. I promise you, Ajay, no one cares about your follow that much.
This video on Ajay came out in November of 2021. And after this, Ajay tweeted out, just realized how cringy my tweets were. Moving on now. This was his response to the video. And after that, Ajay barely tweeted about anything, practically falling victim to the criticism instead of embracing it and changing his tweeting habits. Heading into 2022, the landscape of YouTube started to change. In the beginning of the year, rise and fall videos were still generating a good amount of views, but it started to slow down during the summer of that year. InternetAjay went from generating around 500,000 views per video to around 260,000 to 350,000 views per video. And his videos started to feature YouTubers who have been covered relentlessly on YouTube. This was also around the same time where people started to call him out for shoddy work, like when he made a video on Chris Chan, who has had years of videos made on them, but InternetAjay's video was only around 18 minutes long, which wasn't long enough to grasp the concept of the lore behind Chris Chan and the many things they found themselves in. The quality of the videos started to go down, and it seemed like he would do the bare minimum of research in order to release a video. And it was pretty much all the bigger dramas and controversies that surrounded this YouTuber or the YouTuber that he was talking about, instead of the smaller things, which made for a shorter video but didn't really go over everything that happened with that specific creator, leaving out a big chunk of history while he was going over that creator. For April Fool's Day, he'd upload a rise and fall video on himself, making fun of the fact that he was Indian. During this video, he'd have other creators within the community take shots at him, which was pretty cool if I'm being completely honest, and it made for a pretty good video. But shortly after this, the views started to fall off even more, and in attempts to fix this issue, InternetAjay changed his thumbnails and videos. During the fall of 2022, we'd start to see similarities between Ajay's thumbnails and Sunny V2's. On the screen right now was an example I had in my phone from about a year ago. Because Sunny's channel started to take off and Ajay's channel started to stagnate, Ajay thought it would be a good idea to take some inspiration from Sunny's videos and his thumbnails. But even before this, Ajay started to copy the thumbnails of Sunny V2 and Patrick CC. This behavior started to be called out in Ajay's comment section, with commenters writing, "I can see him copying Sunny V2 thumbnail style out of desperation. And why redo Sunny V2's video? Disappointed by you, bro. It doesn't even contain any new info, plus you didn't even take his response into account properly. And we know your channel is dying, but stealing Sunny V2 thumbnails and ideas is not a good look." Sadly, these weren't the only comments on this video, and it only got worse, with people saying his channel was dying and how they couldn't wait to see a rise and fall video of his own channel. After being called out for copying Sunny V2's video topics and thumbnails, Ajay would tweet out and post on his community tab this statement saying, "Want to acknowledge I messed up. My views have been down since algorithm hasn't promoted me in months. I thought by mirroring Sunny V2 it would help. Realized I took too much. I need to work on being more creative. Deeply sorry, thumbnails changed." This statement seemed robotic and that he really didn't care too much about the situation. He'd have grammar errors and blamed his content slowing down in views due to the algorithm. After this, he would change the thumbnails on his videos, but this didn't change the situation. He'd lose subscribers and people constantly brought up him stealing content. He'd switch up his content once more and spoke about celebrities like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and Tiger Woods. But when that once again didn't fix his falling viewership, he'd post this statement to his community tab. "I will be retiring from YouTube around May of 2023. I got a new job and want to focus on it full time. Up until now, I have been both working and doing YouTube for the past 3 years. I had an incredible run. As a rise and fall YouTuber, I think it's important to end on a high note. I'll do my best to bring my content back to the top and will spend the next 3 months focusing only on YouTube so I can end with a bang. Thanks for supporting me. Get ready for a ride." This was posted around February of 2023, and Jay uploaded just 4 more times before he'd upload his final video on his channel. The last video was a rise and fall video on himself. Now, this video rubbed me the wrong way. He makes it seem like YouTube was nothing to him and how it was beneath him. He'd state that he got a new job in New York doing investment banking, but it comes off as him trying to be this big hotshot, and ultimately, it's kind of insane to me and ironic that he would be like an investment banker when he lost $25,000 in cryptocurrency. At the end of the video, he'd try to bring down Tom Dark as well by bringing up some of the things that happened in his past.
And gained some unwanted attention. A YouTuber named Turkey Tom called him out for it on his second channel, Tom Dark. Tom had a long history of using the N-word and was exposed by D'Angelo Wallace in a video.
Pointed out videos in which Tom had been documented saying stuff like, "Burn the nigger." Publicly, "My new name is going to be niggers, I hate niggers. Oh well, I'll eventually call someone a nigger too many times or I'll bully someone enough. I doubt you'll hate me. Niggers don't talk, they just say chicken."
I don't know, probably if the entire video is just going, "Nigger, nigger." I didn't think you guys were live. I looked at Augie's channel and I was like, oh, he's not.
Kill yourself, nigga.
Ouch, talk about toxic. After InternetAjay brought this history up on Twitter, Tom developed a personal vendetta against him. So he made multiple videos trying to egg Ajay on. However, Ajay wasn't nearly as obsessed with Tom as Tom was with him and just ignored him. Hurt by never getting Ajay's approval like a 15-year-old schoolgirl, Tom continued to complain but just looked like a baby. And well, Ajay made even more videos and even reached the 344,000 subscriber mark.
This was odd because InternetAjay never retaliated before, and he seemed quite serious at the end of the video. And it seems like maybe he felt like Tom Dark ruined his career and he's the reason why viewers stopped wanting to support InternetAjay. But regardless of the reasoning behind this, Tom Dark responded in his own video and said this.
Get mad for that reason, which he never cared about before. Considering we were mutuals on Twitter, he definitely knew about that and had tweeted about it. Like previously, he knew about that. So I guess he just kind of like wanted to try to drag me down a little bit on his way out, right? I mean, is this even a real person? Ouch, talk about toxic. And then he shows these unrelated tweets, one of which is me saying that I could beat up Leafy if we had some kind of fight. I don't really remember tweeting that, but I probably did. And one is me saying that the word incel has lost all meaning and can be reclaimed from our oppressors. I don't know why these are here. I guess he just couldn't find anything else to insert. Are these supposed to make me look bad? I feel like if anything, they just kind of make me look like funny. But the fact he even brought up any of this just shows the pure salt this guy has. Look, Ajay, you're just gonna have to deal with the facts that you're desperate and cringy, and that I owned you epically in the marketplace of ideas, okay? It's as simple as that. You got fucking owned, bro. You know, I don't regret making those videos. I think they're funny. Frankly, I would have had a lot more respect for you if you had just like, I don't know, memed it a little bit, which you did do, and like not acted super salty, which you also did. And honestly, I would even be willing to like do a stream with you and just talk about it and like have a chill conversation, because I don't hate you, dude. I definitely like you less after seeing this video, because it shows how like spiteful you are about being ribbed a little bit on the internet after you made thousands, tens of thousands of dollars actually doing that to other people. Like me doing it to you for 1 fucking second pissed you off to the point that you felt the need to make this dumb video. But yeah, I'd be willing to have you on stream and just like talk to you, or even just have a private conversation. But I really don't think you'd be down for that, considering how clearly mad you are. Once again, listen, I extend the olive branch, but if you won't take it, then all I can do is drop a couple olives on your head and laugh at it. You just got owned, bro. You just gotta accept it. And you gotta love how this dude tries to like big league me. Ajay, in case you haven't noticed, my videos are more popular than yours have ever been. And frankly, your approval is not important to me, but making commentary videos is. Making videos about other people is. And then he paints me as obsessed with him, which is once again super ironic. And it's like, why would you even accuse me of that? Because I talked about you on the internet? Are you obsessed with all the people you talk about? I mean, probably, yeah, by your own standards.
In conclusion, InternetAjay started uploading to YouTube right at the best time where his niche was taking off. But once the subgenre started to slow down in interest, Ajay decided to copy other YouTubers instead of switching up his content until it was way too late. Once Ajay started to cover celebrities, it was already too late, and he'd cover these celebrities that have been covered relentlessly through the news and through articles. InternetAjay's channel dying was due to his own stubbornness to change his content and try something new. Instead, he'd steal other people's videos and thumbnails, and when he started to get called out and lost a small amount of subscribers, he'd end up leaving his channel and blaming Tom Dark for the loss in views, instead of blaming himself. InternetAjay became the product of the people he bashed on every single video. Someone who didn't like the content he was making, but made the content because it made him money. Once the views started to slow down, he'd leave the platform. If he actually enjoyed YouTube and the content he was creating, he would have had no problem struggling it out before finding a new video style that would resonate with his audience. And because he had another job as well, it just makes it more valid as a point that Ajay was doing YouTube just for money. And trust me, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. If you want to be a YouTuber just to make money, then do it. But don't try to bring others down on your final video. It just makes you look even worse than what you actually were. I struggled as well as other creators, but I tried other ways to fix my channel, and I think for the most part it worked. But Ajay didn't want to try to fix his channel or try to do anything new. And when the going got tough, he got going and left his channel and abandoned his fan base. Now, let me know in the comments below if you ever watched InternetAjay's videos. At one point, he was really big within the Rise and Fall community. And again, if you watch his videos, let me know if you liked him or not in the comments below. If you want to suggest any creators for me to check out, the best way to do so is through my Instagram DMs or on my Discord. Go check out the Discord. It needs to get more Discord users in there, because you know, a bunch of crazy things happened with like EDP going in there, not EDP, with BHD going in there. So yeah, check it out. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get us closer to our goal of 200,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Thank you all so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. There has been a ton of new drama over on TikTok. Now, if you're new to the channel, you might not know this, but back in the day, I covered a lot of TikTokers who still had a platform on the app, even though they were ousted as being a creep by texting underage fans, or things that were way worse than that. Since TikTok was a fairly new platform, I figured that there would be weirdos